Hello. Hi, chicas. It is so time. It is time for the Chit Chat pod to launch. And I am introducing now the Chit Chat pod launching intro video today. And I am so excited. I know you guys have seen the media that has been going out that my daughter has been sending on the social media sites from Instagram to YouTube to Facebook. And thank you so much for all of you who have joined already and have shared and had others join. Thank you. I am so excited. It has finally this has came into fruition for weeks and weeks of brainstorming and coming up with some things. So before I get into the intro of how this podcast came about and all of that, I want to see who's all checking in. If you're in the chat, let me know who's checking in. Let's go. Hi, Miss V. I see you. I love you, Miss V. Oh my goodness. Hey, Facebook user, I don't know who you are. You said, hey. I'm so excited, y'all. If you're checking in from Facebook, you might have to put your name with it because sometimes it won't say who you are. Hey, Tequila. Oh, my God. You know I love you, girl. Oh, my goodness. Y'all, I am so excited. I'm telling you, when I tell you the ideas I have for this platform, for this podcast, and the things that are upcoming for this podcast, y'all, it's going to blow y'all mind for the things, the people I have talked to that's going to come on, that we have guests that are coming on already for this month, because October is awareness month. So we got some guests who are already coming on starting next week and then a week after. So I'll get into that later, but it's some big things, guys. It's some big things. So, but that's what you got to expect because we're women, and when we're chatting all things women, we got to make sure that we're giving the best resources for us when it's coming to things for us women. We got to set ourselves up for success. I want my whole squad to succeed. You hear me? I ain't trying to just go up by myself. I want all of us to go up. Who is that? Oh, hey, Mr. Jaffia 305. Okay. Thank you. Hey, y'all, that's my sis all the way back from elementary. Hey, Wendy. Yes. Oh, my God. So thank you. If you guys are checking in, come on in. I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes before I get started. I'm not going to be before you long because this is just an intro video for the launch for this Sunday. Next Sunday is our kickoff Sunday with our guests that will be coming on. So this Sunday we won't be on long. Hey, Tay. Oh my God. My old coworker, Tay, you make sure you stay on because I'm going to give you guys a shout out based off the background of this podcast. Thank you. Oh, hey, Alicia. Oh my goodness. Alicia, please stay on because you're going to enjoy next week's podcast. I really want you to take part in that as well. So stay on so you can get the information for that. Hey, Jess. Look, Jess. Okay. Y'all, I'm so excited. Look, so my producer is my daughter. So, for the intro video, she only gave me a few minutes, y'all. So y'all know I'm a talker. So she said, Mom, your intro video, you're not supposed to be doing it alone. So you can't be doing all that talking for your intro video because next week we're doing the real thing. So, she's in the IT world. So she's doing my producing. So y'all, I got to listen to her, she thinks she know what she's doing. So we're going to get started. So welcome y'all. I know y'all are still coming in. This is the Chit Chat podcast, and we're going to be chatting all things women. Y'all, I'm telling you, all things women. I mean, nothing is going to be off the table. We're going to chat everything. So I want to give you guys a short bio of me. If some of you guys don't know me, I am Shadonna Thomas, and I am from Georgia. I'm a Georgia peach. So born and raised. I'm currently in the DMV area. So my new DC and Virginia and Maryland, I had to get corrected when I moved up here in the DC area that it's not Maryland, it's Maryland. So my DC and my Virginia and my Maryland friends who are checking in, I'm gonna shout them out. But my Georgia people and my South Georgia people and my South Georgia people and my Southern people, my friends down in the South. I'm glad you guys are joining in too as well. And my military friends who are across the globe everywhere. Thank you. But, I'm a military vet, so I have friends everywhere. And many of you guys know that I have 2 children who I totally adore. And they're young adults now. They're no longer babies, but they will always be my babies. And everybody know that I'll walk through fire for them too. So, and of course, y'all know we got Brownie, who is the grand dog. So everybody knows Brownie. He's kind of famous now. Everybody see him on Facebook. So he's the chocolate lab who's won the hearts of everybody on Facebook. But we have been getting adjusted to the city life now in DC since we've moved here. So this country girl is kind of moving on up in the city world. So I don't know if I head back down south. We'll see. But y'all know I love football though, right? So I haven't got adjusted to the football life up here, but the South is really calling me back for football because I can't pull the football stuff up here. But y'all know that I want to give a quick background of how this podcast came into fruition. So back in 2020, we had the pandemic, and we had to start working from home. And a couple of our coworkers, we started group texting, and a lot of it came from like us, having frustrations from work and, being, trying to adapt to the new work life. And so the group texting really became like a way of life, like checking on each other, dealing with how our family life was and, sending each other kudos and when things was going well with each other and in our lives or whatever. And it really became like a big support system for us. And it drew us closer to each other, when we needed prayer, when we needed support, when we needed moments where we were vulnerable. And it became a trusted agent for us within our circle. And there was sentiment moments in those times that we shared in that text group within each other that we wouldn't have shared with anybody else in our work center. And, so those moments were cherishable. And so when the pandemic kind of like slowed down a little bit, so we started having dinners and brunches and stuff like that. And we would have these reunions and like, we were so excited about seeing each other. And I was like, oh my God, this bond has grew stronger. So fast forward, after the pandemic, I had got asked to join this podcast for this football group. So I was like, okay, I'll do it or whatever, because everybody knows that I love football. So I was like, okay, And so I did the podcast, gel well together with the football crew. And let me give a shout out to that football crew, Friday Night Lights football crew. Hey guys, gel well together with that football crew. Got on that podcast, and let me tell you that it was electric. Those guys came on that podcast. The fans were electric. They talked football day in, day out. Them boys, guys, it was football this, football that. They lived, eat, breathe football, everything. I mean, it was nothing but football. And I was like, if we can have something like that, if women can have something that they can talk all things women, this would be great. Because these men out here enjoying this. They talking nothing but football and they loving it. They talking trash. They, they loving on each other. They hating on each other all at the same time, but it's all in fun. It's all in love. They're giving each other kudos. I mean, it was a brotherhood. It was just so good to see. And I was, and the wheels just start turning. And I was like, it would be good for sisters to have something like this, a safe space that they can have something that they can share in on something, some commonalities that they can have, and be able to have a safe space to do and say and enjoy things that they can talk about, even things that they're unsure about, things that they may not even be comfortable even talking about, things that we may not even have, we're unsure about, that we can have people that have other testimonies or have gone through things that we may not have experienced. So I was like, let me think about something like that. So my son graduated from high school, ended up deciding to go far from home. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to go closer to him. So that's what pulled me to the DMV area. And when that pulled me to the DMV area, I had to catch his football game. So it pulled me away from Georgia high school football games. So it gave me less accessibility to do the podcast or to be available for the podcast. So I had to eventually step away for the podcast. And so when I did, it gave me an opportunity to work more on the brainstorming of what I can do with the text messaging ideas and what I can do with coming up with something for a platform for women. And that is when this Chit Chat podcast formed. I was like, yeah, this is what we need. This is what we need. We need something to that we can support each other, that we can motivate each other, that we can empower each other, that we can give each other a way to say that, sis, I got you. What I go through today might be something that you go through tomorrow. So, I need for women to know that, it's okay. You don't have to go through something alone. And if you do feel like you're going through something alone, you have a support system. Everybody don't have a best friend. Everybody don't have a sisterhood. Everybody don't have close, a village or anything like that. And those of you who do, be lucky that you do, and be blessed that you do. I've always had a close friendship, and shout out to my best friend. I always had a best friend. We've been best friends for years, met in the military, and been friends for years. So I've never had that problem, and I've always been connected to women and to a sisterhood. And I'm a football mom, so I've always been connected to that kind of sisterhood where I wanted to make sure that women felt connected and felt like they belonged, or felt a sense of belonging with each other. So that's what I want this Chit Chat podcast to be. I want it to be that kind of platform so that we can have that empowerment and that support system and that motivation for each other, and that, platform that we can chat all things women. So that way it's a judge free zone. We're not judging anybody. We're not judging, what is said, or what somebody might have done or whatever, because we don't know who we might can help on this platform, or who we might can help with what we say or what we have done or what we have experienced. So that is what I want in this platform. And if anybody knows me, they know that it's my personality. They know that's who I am as a person. So I want you guys to take that journey with me, and let's chat all things women. And it won't always be serious topics. It'll be some stuff that we're going to talk. We're going to laugh. We're going to have some funny moments. We'll have some, serious conversations for sure. But, it'll be some conversation we'll have, or we'll be talking to our younger girls, because I have a daughter, and I'm trying to get her married. So we're going to have some conversations for our younger women and our younger girls, because, we got to teach these younger girls as well. So, it's important as we're getting older that we're providing that information as seasoned women for our younger girls and our daughters as well. So, but real quick, upcoming next Sunday, we will be having a pink out next Sunday. And our guest that's coming on next Sunday is a breast cancer survivor, and she'll be giving her story as a breast cancer survivor. So I want you guys to come on and support her and listen to her story. And if you are a survivor, please join us next Sunday. You'll have an opportunity to come on the panel as well. You'll have an opportunity, if you want, to share your part of your story. You can come on live on the panel and share part of your story as well. We'll give you that opportunity. If you don't care to share your story and you just want to shout out your opportunity to share your name as a survivor, we'll shout you out in the chat. If you know anybody that is a survivor and you would like to shout them out, we would celebrate them as a survivor as well, because we want to do that. We'll do that. That is important. This is so important because it's an ongoing fight and battle. And because this is an awareness month for breast cancer, we want to definitely make sure we celebrate that. But that is next Sunday, which is Pink Out Sunday. So don't forget that. And I know everybody got some pink. So let's come on, ladies, bring a friend. We're going to talk about all the resources. We'll talk about, making sure you check the tatas and the importance of all that kind of stuff. And the following Sunday, because October is another awareness, is Purple Out, because we'll be talking about domestic violence, which is another awareness importance for us women. And I'll have another guest that will be coming on, sharing in on us. And if you have not seen her presentation on domestic violence, let me tell you, she does a phenomenal presentation on domestic violence. But you won't probably see the whole presentation on our live, because it is phenomenal. You'll probably get, a great presentation, but she does a phenomenal presentation in person. But nevertheless, you'll get a presentation interview of her on domestic violence. And that's the following Sunday, Purple Out, domestic violence. And people, share, bring somebody on. People suffer in silence with this kind of stuff. And we got people, our kind, women, young girls are dealing with domestic violence. So people are, it's real. It's real. So don't minimize the fact that like I don't be dealing with that. Yeah, we know, but somebody else is. So come on, bring somebody else on. Listen to the information. You might have to share that information with somebody else or whatever. It's important for us to know there's a rise in suicide, the murder suicides. There's a rise in domestic cases for teens, for domestic violence. So please, please, please listen to the information she gives, because she gives a great, great presentation for teen domestic violence as well. So, which is highly important. And I encourage you guys to listen to that. I tell my daughter about it all the time. My first boyfriend, I experienced with my first boyfriend, hid it from my mom for years, and I dated my first boyfriend for 3 years. So it's important. It's important for us to know that as parents, because our kids do deal with that. So that next Sunday and the following Sunday. So pink out next Sunday. The following Sunday is purple out. And then the end of the month, we'll have some big discussions on some important topics. But exciting stuff coming up. I just want you guys to be excited about joining, chatting, and being a part of Chit Chat podcast and chatting all things women. So I'll leave it open in the chat. If you have any questions for me, please post your questions. And if you haven't already, we're on YouTube. We're on IG, and we're also on Facebook. We have the Facebook group chat. So please like and subscribe and go ahead and get that done. We would greatly appreciate that, because you don't want to miss some of these things we have coming up. And I have this, there's one person I'm trying to get on that I haven't secured yet, but I'm telling you guys, if I get this on, it's going to be so phenomenal. So we're going to have some really good conversations with this person. I'll be here. Good. Awesome. I'm telling y'all, we're going to have some conversations. And look, and when we do have some of these conversations, if you feel uncomfortable about responding on some, if you want to respond anonymous, you can. Okay? Because there might be some conversations that get a little deep. And if you want to respond and not show how you're responding, that's okay. Well, you can do that. That'll be okay, because some of those conversations might get like that for real. And it'll be okay, because, we're going to stretch ourselves a little bit. Some of us might, say ouch a little bit, but it's all right, because it's going to help some of us. Good. But if you have any questions or whatever, but before I end, because this is our intro, before I end, guys, I just want to share with you guys a quick little toast. Try to make sure I hit all, make sure nobody had any questions. Ms. Vonda, I'm looking forward to this year. I definitely need a good, strong, and loving. Ms. Vonda, you will have it. You most definitely will have it. Hey, Libra. Oh, okay. My best friend Libra is in here. I want to shout her out. Press on Us LLC. So when y'all see, if y'all see this behind me, the Chit Chat Pod light, when y'all see that lit, that means it's chatting time, right? So yes, so it is sponsored by Press on Us, which is my best friend's business. So in my merch, if you see my shirt, Chit Chat Pod. Yeah, she's she does all my stuff, my football mom stuff, all that stuff. She's always kept me up to date on all my, t-shirts and stuff since my son been playing football all his football days. So, but when you see that football, that chit chat light on, it's chatting time, ladies. It's chatting time. But before you guys go, I'm gonna send a cheers, a toast to you guys. So I just want to toast the start of this journey of chatting with you guys. So may we motivate, support, encourage, and empower each other from this day forward to do better and to be greater. May we give grace and judge not. May we finish this year strong, and may we be prepared for the coming year, chatting all things women. Cheers. See you guys next week, and thanks for joining. Have a great week.